What's going on, guys? Welcome to another collectible show and tell. I'll just quickly shout out the few people who showed up. Gary B, first bitches. Must be on the piss tonight. He's in fine form. What's going on, DJ? What's going on, Niggy? All right. As usual, I'm just going to get straight into it today because my guests today are busy guys. They have other streams to be on, so we'll get straight into it. But obviously, I'm sure anyone watching the replay, if you're not following any of these gentlemen, their YouTube links and Instagram links are in the description. So please show some support. All right. Today's returning guest. He hasn't been on for 20. Yeah, last time was 20 episodes ago that he's been on. In a multiverse where I'm not seeing Sarah, I might be dating this man. He's the handsomest daddy in all of YouTube. It's Nick's Kicks and Comics.
I was waiting for you to take Travis in, but thank you. It's good to be back. I had to make sure it was such a fun show that I wanted to be on again. So thank you for having me.
All good, mate. All good. All right. Next gentleman is another busy man. He has his own wrestling federation to run. So we'll bring him on. It's David from David's Comics and Wrestling. The president of DCW.
Nice.
What's going on, mate? You're frozen. All good. That's all good. It keeps going in and out, but that's all good. I'm sure we'll survive, hopefully.
There we go.
It's all good. It will fix itself. All right. The next gentleman, he thinks I don't like Canadians, apparently. That's what he said. Came out of his mouth. But he's on today. He's the only person to ever call in sick for Collectible Show and Tell. And I had to scramble to be on that show. So anyway, what's going on, TM?
What's up?
What is happening?
Yeah, I was sick the first time. I was like, yeah, I gotta. Sometimes I overdo myself with most of these streams. I overdo myself with what's going on in life, work, and that, and then pour myself out to a bunch of streams and stuff. Yeah.
It's all good. Well, you're here now, mate, so it's good. What's going on, Kenneth? All right.
I just want to say thanks for rescheduling it. I'm finally on here. I'm excited. Let's do this.
All right. I'm excited to see what you guys are bringing. All right. Let's get straight into it. We always – I'm sorry. I'm really slow with this stream stuff. I don't do it that often. All right. We always start with our returning guest. It's going to be Nick.
All right. First, I had so much trouble picking stuff out.
Lick-worthy.
I do so want to be lick-worthy. I know Daddy Simon has been getting into the sneaker game, so I kind of wanted to bring some shoes maybe to show. But I don't know. I think I'm going to start with community. For me, like coming into this community, and Poké and Joe is going to be part of this one too. Thank you for chilling. So many fantastic artists coming in. People like Actual Dracula.
That is amazing.
Wow. That's awesome.
I got this. I think this is the only one that's been remarked. I was lucky enough to grab this over at Heroes Con this past June. Awesome art.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised he did that for you. We all know how much he hates remarks.
Yeah, he was drinking a little bit of peach wine, so I might have caught him at the right time. There's another guy in the community, Dale of Suspense. This is his first cover.
That is cool.
Dale does awesome work, and you'll see it like when he first showed this on Instagram. I had to have it. He even did a little AO for me here.
Very cool.
Somebody that TM may be familiar with.
Oh, that's sick.
Geek Out with Rosko. I said, hey, Rosko, can you do my logo but venomize it? He says, I can do your logo.
What? That's
wow.
sick.
And venomize it.
I was going to say.
I've never heard of this Rosko before.
Yeah. You might want to check him out. Might want to check him out. And one of the prize pieces of my collection, since Austin's here, I definitely want to show this. But it's a little too high on the wall. And the final piece for this round.
Yes, nice. That's so sick.
Austin LeMay. He left me on 3 dots when I asked him about something on Instagram, and this is what popped up in the mail. So thank you, Austin. A whole bunch of awesome creators in the community, and I just love these guys. So thank you so much for all that stuff, guys. Appreciate it.
Very cool, mate. You brought some killer art on last time as well, actually. I remember.
Well, stay tuned because there may be some more coming.
Oh shit! All right,
Nice.
very good, very good. All right, David. Oh wait, that's it. That's your round.
Yeah, that's my round. I still have a ton of stuff, like more Rosko stuff from Drax, stuff from shops, stuff from free comics. It would just take too long. I can honestly do a whole show on it, but a lot of awesome artists in the community. So
maybe we'll organize that. I do want to do like eventually I want to do like spotlight shows. So rather than have people show random stuff, have like like a Star Wars episode, an original art episode, and things like that, and people just bring a weapons episode, shoes episode, and things like that. So because I think just you flashing those shoes at the start, I think you've shown more shoes on my channel than you ever have on your channel. So.
No, I can't. They're not lick worthy. I've worn them already. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough getting shoes. It's not easy getting shoes nowadays. That's why I don't show them that often. So.
Oh, good. All right, David. What's that? Is that?
All right. Well, I cannot follow that. So my stuff is not going to be that impressive. But that is some awesome artwork. So, and hi to everybody in the chat. Sorry, I was having some audio when I first jumped on. So I hope you can all hear me now. It's really cool. Thank you, Simon. And it's cool to finally meet Nick and Travis as well. Never before, so that's awesome. All right. So I actually just got in. Absolutely love X-Men, one of my favorite teams in comics, and really excited for X-Men 97 to start on Disney Plus, because we all loved X-Men the animated series, right, when it's on. So this is some stuff that I recently ordered, and they actually coincidentally came in today. Some X-Men 97 figures that I'm going to start working on the collection for. Yep. So we got Wolverine, we got Rogue, and Cyclops.
So
I wanted to show. What's up?
I was just saying, are they new? Are they like just recently released, or?
I believe so. Yeah, they are just recently released. 4 inches, so they're like super small. They're not like full figure size.
Yeah.
Not past these up. So these are going to go on my X-Men shelf, and I thought it would be cool to show off here. Something new. Going to get some unboxings going. So
do you have a preference? Because I've been really into figurines lately. It's like my new thing. Do you have a preference in figure size?
Probably these, because they're only $9. So, gotta go cheap instead of like $30 for like a 6 to 8 inch figure, because figures get more expensive. They're getting more detailed and more articulate.
Yeah. I'm lucky actually.
The price is just going up.
Where I work, we actually started selling figurines and pop culture stuff. So it kind of helps that I can get discounts on that stuff now. So.
Yeah, I've been told 4 inches is also big. So I mean, how you look at it. Not sure that in there.
What line is that from? Who make those?
Oh man, this is Hasbro.
Hasbro. Okay, cool.
It says like it's like epic hero series. So yeah, I guess even they think 4 inches is pretty epic. So.
All right, cool. Very good. All right, that's your round?
That's it.
All right. Travis?
All right. Well, before I show you what I have here, I'm going to tell a little story and just to give a little bit of insight of like why this means the most to me. Kevin Smith does a podcast. He does like a YouTube show called Fat Man Beyond. He films it at the Scum and Villainy Cantina in Los Angeles. Well, I knew when the show was going to be, hit up Raging Cajun, who was close to that area and stuff, and was like, yeah, if you want to go, go. He ends up going, and they sometimes show over towards the audience, and you can see him. He waves and stuff, and we're like messaging each other back and forth. Me and Mike are backstage in StreamYard just chilling out while we're watching the show. He's like waving it to me and stuff. Well, he got this signed for me, and if you can go back and watch the episode, I watched Kevin Smith sign this for me. But it's a card that JD picked up for me and got it signed here from his cartoon.
Oh, cool.
That is cool.
Whoa.
So as you can see, the signature's there. So yeah, it was the night that JD was at Scum and Villainy Cantina with Kevin Smith and Mark Bernard were at. So he got that signed.
Nice. I just had a flashback to there was a Jay and Silent Bob cartoon. Oh wait, was it? Jay
It was a
and Silent Bob
Clerks
cartoon?
cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember there was an episode with a really funny song in it, and like panda driving or something like that.
Oh, it's just a normal bear.
A bear, whatever. That was very funny. There's a flashback of it.
That's it for this round and stuff. Well, I'll ease into it. Right. Since it's my
I think
first
that's how
time.
most people. I think people like to build and then just go out with a bang. I think that seems to be.
Unless you're Nick. You're Nick.
Well, yeah. Nick's just
I don't know what
all
that
killer,
means.
no filler. All right, we're back to.
Yeah, that's a Sum 41 record, wasn't it? I don't know. But I actually told the story about what I'm about to show next on my Instagram, but I'll paraphrase it again while I try not to break it at the same time. Okay, so we all know about Legion's Friday hangout. This was probably in the early stages of it. It was pretty epic. I mean, those streams used to go on hours, 7 or 8 hours sometimes. So I made a joke in a group chat. I think the night before, Chip had AOK'd Remy a laptop because Remy was talking about how his laptop was broken. So I made a joke to Chip. I said, Chip, my 2021 Lamborghini is broken. What can you do for me? This was at like 7:30 in the morning, my time. So around 2:30, 3 o'clock, I hear a knock on the door. Go to the door. The Amazon guy, he's dropping off stuff. I mean, we as comic book collectors in general always have stuff coming to the door. So I looked at it. I was like, I don't remember ordering anything, but okay. I opened it up, and it turns out.
I remember that.
Chip did send me a Lamborghini.
That's crazy.
So at 7:30 in the morning, I made a joke.
Wow.
3:30 in the afternoon, Chip, and he's become infamous for this, where he'll, ice cream will show up. I think he ordered Rob Fat Stacks some McDonald's for the day.
Yeah, didn't someone get pizza once? Might have been
Remember got pizza.
just Joe, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I got a Lamborghini, and this is not the only time he did it. You can't see it because it's back there, but I had spoken about my love for the brand new Batmobile. Another one showed up to my door. So don't say you like anything around Chip unless you want to AOK him something back, because it'll likely show up to your door. So
You guys
another
are
awesome aspect to the community. So thank you, Chip.
you guys were going pretty hard. I remember around that time.
Yeah, those streams, like I used to get on probably like 7 in the morning, and 1 p.m. those things would still be going. So pretty epic.
I think is it Chip that because you were showing some art and like sketch covers before. You did quite a good sketch cover once. I saw it was like a hand that had like one of the fingers was shorter than the others. Was that Chip that got that? Was it Chip?
Yeah, a few of those people got I had a contact at CBCS would allow me to get yellow labels there. So right around the time we did C2E2 in 2021, I did a few sketch covers where I'm pretty infamous for missing the digit on my left hand. Isn't that right, Travis? TM so affectionately calls me. Many people in the community call me Nicky 9.5. So I thought it'd be a great idea to sketch my hand around it and give people yellow labels, CBCS slabs, and Chip got one of them. So Chip got one, Gary got one, Jimmy Smalltown got one, Pocan Joe got one. I think there were 5 or 6. I'm trying to find out a way I can keep doing that. There are a few people I missed that I want to get. So.
You should trace your hand, but then get like artists to draw inside, like sick art inside the hand.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, because Lord knows I can't draw for shit.
Wait, no, that's not true. I remember actually I was on Lame or Frame with you ages ago, and you were hilarious.
I was funny because I knew I couldn't draw. I was terrible at drawing. So
that was the fun about that show, though.
That was another good one I missed.
And then they started bringing on people who could draw. It's like, get out of here with your talent.
Yeah,
Come on, JoJo.
You raise the bar, and it's like all of a sudden, you can't do it. You can't do it. So,
all right,
that was it.
Very, very good, David.
All right. So last summer, my family and I went on a 5-day journey. I don't know if it was something we should have done or not, but we went to Disneyland for 5 days last summer. 2 days California Adventure, 3 days at Disneyland. And, they've got incredible stuff in the park that you can buy. Like, they've got stuff you can, like popcorn buckets, all this stuff. So I had to pick this up when I went to Adventure Campus at California Adventure. It is the Eye of Agamotto Sipper Cup. So just like the Eye of Agamotto, Doctor Strange, but it opens up and you can put a drink in there, and it's got a stop. And then if I can get it open here.
Well, that's where the
of course
vodka
it's got the
goes.
little sipper up here. I'm sorry?
That's where the vodka goes.
Exactly. Yeah, you can walk around the park and you can just drink. And then one of the coolest things is slide up. So,
that's super cool.
So while you're walking around, going on rides, eating all that food, you can get plastered and perform some magic while you're walking around the park. So,
how much did that cost, if I may ask?
I want to say it was close to $30, if I remember right.
Because Disney is pretty expensive, right? When you go there, is everything pretty pricey?
It is, yeah. It can be. It's like $8 for like a corn dog, something like that. But it can be. But you can also do it pretty cheap, if you're smart about it. But I could not pass this up. I had to buy it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That actually sounds pretty reasonable.
We don't have corn dogs down here, so I'd buy that corn dog all day.
And you can get churros in every kind of way that you can think of. So,
I love all that kind of stuff. Like at when movies come out and they do like the special popcorn buckets and the special drink bottles. I love all that stuff. They're hard to store though because
I got one to show off later.
Nice. That thing looks huge though. Like, yeah, you can definitely get drunk off that.
You can, yeah. And they also got this giant, like, what is it called? Nano gauntlet, Iron Man's gauntlet that he built in Avengers Endgame. They got a big one there too that you can put a cup, like a soda can or cup in, and just walk around drinking from it, and it lights up. So
put a 40 ounce in there.
Yep.
That's what you guys do. We don't call a 40 ounce down here, but I was using your language then. Very good. All right. Oh, there you go. That was Nick's breakfast this morning. All right, Travis, what you got?
So this next thing I'm going to show, So I got this because I co-host an art show called Between the Lines, in that where we've met fantastic artists throughout this comic community who become regulars on the show, where we do at-home editions. They send in their at-home editions and that, and then he became a friend. It also connects with a character that I fell in love with this past year after reading the new 52 run done by Jeff Lemire, Animal Man. And since there was no Animal Man blank covers, he kind of created one by changing the lettering in an Aquaman cover. That's cool. And doing this for me. So this is Animal Man. It was done by Norrin Rad. Aaron in this community sent that to me.
He's done
That is
some
sick.
great. He's done some great art on that show.
A little Spider-Man 1 homage too. That's nice.
It's very cool.
So I absolutely love this. I have like a lot of covers. I should have brought some. I have another cover done by Bobby, another one done by Rosko. I should have grabbed those too, but maybe next time. But this one has to be my favorite because it's just my favorite character, and it's done so well. I absolutely, guys, you need to check out Animal Man. I know I talk about it all the time on my channel, all the time over on Roscoe's channel, but Animal Man, definitely check him out by the Jeff Lemire run. I feel like he will be coming to DCU in the next 5 years because we have the SAG strike now, so I don't know when that's going to end.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Animal Man. The first time I even heard of Animal Man was on Greyman's Cover Slingers because the episode was animal covers, and I think Slim Comics and More brought Animal Man. I was like, that's like, because I hadn't heard of the character at the time. I was like, Animal Man, that's like the perfect animal cover, right? But,
yeah, he's so he's very connected with Swamp Thing. Because Swamp Thing is the avatar of the green, and then you have the avatar of the red, which is Animal Man, which is all living life in the vast multiverse. Just like how Swamp Thing is the avatar of the green in the mass multiverse, then you have the rot. So you have the parliaments, and that one can't live without the other. So you have the rot, aka the black, the green, and the red.
okay.
So I feel like he's going to show up eventually because Swamp Thing has been announced. It's coming to the DCU, and I feel like that's a way to get him in there. Either Animal Man or Maxine Baker, which is his daughter, which is the true avatar of the Red. But I'll let you guys discover that on your own. Jeff Lemire run, New 52.
Jeff Lemire. Did you know Jeff Lemire is Lee from Whack Comics' favorite writer?
Lee probably knows who Animal Man is.
Yeah. Lee would definitely know who Animal Man is.
Yeah, I might have heard that once or twice that he likes.
All right, I need more sketch covers in my life, man. It's just yeah. Especially from community members, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it's a great thing. I have Austin working on one, but it kind of buying comics is one thing, and getting into the art stuff is kind of like another. It's like whereas buying covers would cost you $80, $150. You want to buy a cover art, it'll cost you $5,000, $8,000. So I kind of dip my toes into that a little bit, and my favorite Spider-Man artist is John Romita Jr. So he was at CGC a few years back.
Oh,
wow.
And I had him do this for me, which is fantastic all on its own. Sketched by John Romita and also inked by Scott Hanna. But in seeing how awesome this was, this led me into another thing I can't afford. Last year, I was fortunate enough to have Mike Beckerman gift me the chance to meet John Romita Jr. And with that gift, he was able to do another 11x17 sketch. So I said, "You're my favorite Spidey guy, but let's see Spidey beat up a little bit." So he did this one.
Oh,
but this time I had
That
him
is
draw a few of the other Spidey villains along with it. So I kind of wanted the whole to go for the first 15 issues, all the villains were, that were shown then. But yeah, this was very nicely done by John Romita Jr. So the last piece I had mentioned earlier about covers, people who know me know I'm a big Scotty Young fan, and this comic was in my collection prior. And maybe Simon will think that this one is lick-worthy. It's not realistic, so maybe not.
She looks like she'd lick me after she's killed me.
But this past June, we were all at Heroes Con together, and I couldn't find a comic book to buy. So I decided to buy the original cover art for Philadelphia #7.
Wow.
And that wasn't that expensive. It wasn't a $5,000 or $8,000 thing. Pretty reasonably priced. So I'm a big Scotty Young fan, and anytime I can get something reasonably priced from him, let alone a cover, I say, yeah, let's do it. So there it is, the original cover art for Philadelphia #7.
Very cool. I'd love to have a That's I've got some original art. And I would like to get more, but I hit up artists on Instagram that I know that aren't published and stuff. I was like, hey, you're pretty good. Can you do a commission for me? Like, as much as I'd love to have, like, the stuff that MadSpidey has.
Yeah, the worst Simon he's been at it a lot longer, so it's probably a lot cheaper for him, but he's got a pretty extensive collection. So.
Yeah, every now and then he pulls out an artist. I'm like, what? You got art from him? Like, Linsner recently in his videos. I was like, Jesus Christ, that's
crazy stuff. Where it'd be a couple $1,000s to get that kind of stuff nowadays. So
even so Carla Cohen, she was offering commissions, right? So I just hit her up and was like, hey, how much are you charging for a sketch cover? And it was $1,200. And I don't know what conversion rate that was. She just said $1,200. And I was like, if that was in Australian dollars, it's probably not too bad. But
no, she's over in Italy too, right?
Yeah, so it'd be like euro or something like that.
Yeah. Well, that would definitely be lick worthy.
Yeah. So one day, that's a future goal, to get a sketch cover from all these famous people. All right, David.
All right. So, one of my favorite things to do in life is go to the movies. I love movies. I love sitting there, chilling, relaxing in the movie theater, because it's one of the places that I can go. I don't have to stop them. At home, watching the movie, you got to stop it to do some stuff, help the kids, things like that, right? But at a movie theater, you don't have to do that. Plus, big, loud, it's ambient. Just been a fan of going to the movie theater since I was a kid. And when I showed off the Eye of Agamotto sipper, Simon, you mentioned popcorn buckets.
Yep.
And coincidentally enough, that's my next thing that I want to show. So I went to go see Transformers Rise, and I absolutely just had to buy one. The Optimus Prime popcorn bucket.
Oh, yeah.
This thing is beat. So smokestacks come out. They're the straws. Right here is where you put and then that snaps right back on. And then, of course, the trailer opens up, and that's where you put your popcorn.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I could not pass this up because I love Optimus Prime so much. It's essentially my first superhero in a way that I was ever introduced to when I was a kid. So could not pass that up.
I saw that. We never get cool shit like that down here, because I keep seeing that on Instagram. People showing off that thing. Was the new Transformers movie good?
It was, yeah, it was all right. Now, I never watched Beast Wars because I could not get past the animation. I tried. I know. And Travis, as soon as I got back from seeing the movie, I watched your review and commented on it because I remembered you posted it and you love Beast Wars. So I had to see what you said. But I couldn't get past the animation on it. It looked like a PlayStation game or something, so it never resonated with me. But the movie was good. The human actors I could not stand, but everything else was fantastic, especially what happened right when the movie ended. That popped me huge, the big reveal at the end. I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't seen it. But I think it's up there with any Marvel type of reveal. It was.
I don't know for sure, but I feel like someone mentioned something. They didn't spoil it, but it gave me a kind of a hint, and I was like, cool. Yeah, I really want to see it, but sorry. Okay.
Oh, I was just going to say the human part. I felt like it actually worked with this movie rather than other movies, other Transformers movies. And then I get what you mean about the animation, because it was early on CGI, and even people say it's oh, I got to go back and watch Beast Wars and that because you speak highly of it. It's I speak highly of it because it's nostalgic for me, in that it was my second favorite cartoon growing up. So even I have a hard time going back to the season 1 and watching it over again, just knowing how the animation's gotten better throughout the years.
Yep. And it's what Optimus Primal had to do in that movie was it. Like he became my favorite character in that movie. Like after the tugging at my heartstrings, it was so good, you know. But I'm gonna have where's the chance? Yeah.
There were a few things about that, especially like for Transformers, and I don't know, Travis, is Optimus Primal your prime?
Optimus Primal is my prime, yeah.
Okay, all right. So I mean, aside from people like Travis who prefer the Beast Wars aspect, everybody who loves Transformers has that one voice we can always count on as far as prime goes. You know, that's everybody's prime. As far as an 80s kid, I count myself very lucky that I'm getting all the superhero stuff that I wanted when I was a kid, even though it hasn't been good lately. But to see what was shown, what was hinted at the end of that movie, for an 11-year-old kid in me to see what that was at the end of that movie, I was just as excited about hearing about the Avengers initiative for the first time.
Yep.
So I can only keep my fingers crossed that they'll do that justice as well. But 80s kids like me love what the possibility of that movie brings. So.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I need to. I don't have any friends who want to go see it with me. Like everyone I asked, like, no, I'm not interested because, look, I didn't really love any of the I like the first Transformers movie that Michael Bay did. I like the first one. Second and third one, I was like, whatever, I'm over this. I don't care anymore. And then Bumblebee came out, and I kind of was interested because they looked good in that. And then I saw the trailer for this one, and I was like, "Fucking Unicron? Are you serious?"
Yeah.
So I was like, because I'm not really I wasn't really into Beast Wars either, but I was like, Unicron, I need to see that on the big screen.
Well, it has both aspects. It has like the Transformers that you know, because this is like a sequel to Bumblebee in a way, because they reference Bumblebee the movie in this movie. So and then all the other ones are not part of this. So
they even use part of the Unicron music from Transformers the movie in this movie, and I think that was just cool.
That movie still holds up. That 80s animated movie for people who haven't seen it. It is just. I saw it at the cinemas, and I remember my brothers like making fun of me, saying, "You cried when Optimus Prime died." I was like, I didn't. I was like, "No, I didn't." And they're like, "Yeah, I saw you crying."
I still cry.
Yeah. If you're an 80s kid and you say you didn't cry during that movie, you're a liar.
They wonder why we came out so screwed up. Movies like that.
Yeah. Hey, they brought him back eventually.
Yeah.
Very cool. But yeah, I definitely got to see it. I should go see it with my brother. I don't think it's out anymore because movies come out for like 2 minutes now, and then they're out on Blu-ray and stuff. Yeah. I'll probably have to wait. All right. I've lost where I'm up to. I went to Travis, right?
Up to Travis.
I think so. So next thing I'm going to show, I'm going back to Clerks here, going back to Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith has an online shop. I was part of the membership there, so I got a discount on some of the stuff. So I had to get this. There's a Clerks lunchbox, and then the other side, it's signed by Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes.
Oh, lunchbox.
Very cool.
Yeah. So I definitely had to get this. Didn't come with anything inside of it, but it was just a lunchbox that's signed, which I thought was really cool. Clerks.
You got the thing inside?
No, nothing came inside of it. There's no thermos.
Okay.
But I had to get this because everybody has a first Kevin Smith movie, and this was mine. I was probably, I want to say like 11, 12 maybe, 12, I want to say. And then we just got the movie network channels, and like movies were just coming on there, and I just flipped this on, and it was Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back was my very first Kevin Smith movie, and it got me in line for everything I wanted to see prior to this, because everybody was telling me it's like, oh, they have cameos from other older movies that he's had and stuff. So you got to check it out. And it's signed by Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes as well.
Nice. That is awesome.
Did you watch the new Clerks?
Clerks 3, yeah. I cried.
You know what? When I saw it up on the streaming service, I was like, oh, yeah, I guess I'll check that out. And the start of it, I was just like, I don't think I'm gonna like this movie. But then it was really good. By the end of it, I was like, that was fun. But Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back being your first Kevin Smith movie is an interesting one. Because I think everyone started with Clerks, or Mallrats was the first one.
Yeah,
Mallrats. And then you go back to things like Clerks and everything like that.
And I remember the first time I watched Mallrats too, I was just like, I really like that and stuff. And because I borrowed them all off of my friend's parents who was huge into Kevin Smith, and they were telling me, it's because at this time when watching Mallrats, I think I was 18, living in Medicine Hat, Alberta, and her parents told me, it's oh, you liked Mallrats, and that bombed at the box office. That was I really liked that. Mallrats and Dogma are my two favorites.
Dogma's very underrated, yeah. But just I feel like movies like Mallrats, just so many good quotes from that film.
All the movies are like that, really. I think I just stopped quoting Clerks. And that's been 30 years since that movie, probably.
Yeah. I always my favorite quote from Jans. I say it a lot in videos, and I don't think anyone ever gets it. But when talking about animals, I'm always and rhinos and shit. I think Lee's the only person who ever was oh yeah, I get it. All right, very cool.
And I just love the fact that Ben Affleck literally plays himself in this movie. Plays two versions of himself, multiple versions of characters in this, but it was Boo Boo Kitty Fuck, isn't it? Can you swear on this show?
Yeah.
Okay, she was hot. I remember her from at that time too. I was watching American Pies, of course.
Yeah, that was that was a big deal when that movie
Nadia.
I think I just filled the cup.
Yeah.
She's a professional poker player as well. Used to see her on the World Poker Series and stuff.
Talk about wanting to get a girl in the most uncomfortable places.
In the back of a Volkswagen.
Yeah, very good. All right, we'll keep it rolling. What are we up to? Round 4, right? I think we're going round 4. All right.
So the last time I was on, I was really shocked. I was on with Rosko that one time, and he had shown something that his grandfather gave him. I think it was an old radio.
That was a great show, that one.
Yeah, that was just a 50-pound radio, and I was like, oh, I got something like that. So I wanted to be sure to bring that with me. All right, what that is, I think back in the 50s and 60s, they used to deliver milk. So this is what you used to stick out in front of your house to have the milk dropped off. So I've had this since I was a little kid, and you can tell that I was even writing the names of my girlfriends here. I was also reading Teen Titans.
I just see tit.
Yeah, that's as far as I got, and I started to giggle too much. I left it like that. So it's probably been that way since I was in the 4th grade, but for me, this is where I store all of the letters, some Father's Day cards also too. But oh yeah, speaking of look, 40. This is when I won his giveaway. I take all of my AOKs and stuff in here. Some more community art by Freaky Loowee. Just another great art. There's everybody's favorite panda.
Nice.
Cup of Comics. The only thing, I don't think I have anything from that cheap bastard Gary in here, but yeah, it's just one of those things. And honestly, I've had it since I was born, and I probably want to be buried with it too. And it's just weird. It's one of those things that you don't see every day.
That's very cool. Maybe you can be buried in it.
Maybe. This show went to a very dark place. Yeah, it's just one of those things I've had, and yeah, just one of those days. I hope they're having me in my last day. So, pretty awesome.
Very cool. What do you say? They delivered milk in those things?
They used to have a milk delivery guy who would come, drop off. I think it used to be like six bottles of milk in glass bottles.
Pretty ironic that you wrote "tit" on it.
It was Teen Titans. I was reading Teen Titans. X-Men just came out around that time. And I was just, for some reason, I just stopped there.
Very good. All right. David.
All right. We're going to kind of back to Kevin Smith here. I want to show, and I'm going to take a risk here at being banned for life because like no comics, but you can show comics. You know, just make sure it's something special. And to me, this is special. My first Smith movie, of course, but Clerks 2 holds a place in my heart. Is like the funniest of Kevin Smith's movies. I love it so much. And there's one character in there that I reference but never show called Pillow Pants. And Kev has a new comic book series out called Quick Stops. And on one of the issues that are exclusive to Jay and Silent Bob, they put Pillow Pants on the cover. So this is just incredible. This Kevin Smith for Kev's Comic Club right here. They also tell the story of what Elias is telling to Randall about how he found out about Pillow Pants. It's in this issue, and it's fantastic. So this is something that I really happy exists, that they went into the lore of Pillow Pants and made him an actual character.
I don't remember
can't have sex
too much.
He goes on, like, Elias is like, it was a great exchange between Randall and Elias in the show. It's like, I would have had sex with her, but Pillow Pants. What the fuck is Pillow Pants? Like, it was great.
Pillow Pants is a troll who lives in her pussy, and here it is. So, I think they've shown him once before. On the, I think they've done it, but first comic appearance and cover. So
because it's been so long since I watched Clerks 2, I can barely remember it. Is Clerks 2 the one where they have like some weird disco thing inside the thing and donkey? There's a donkey.
Yep.
Yeah, donkey show. Yeah.
That's because then they get a job at the Moo place. Is that
the movies?
Movies. Yeah.
Yep.
It's been so I can't remember anything about it. I just remember Rosario Dawson. That's all I really remember.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, I'm gonna get Sexy Kelly and the Stud and the Sexy Kelly.
Yeah, Kiki Kelly.
Yeah.
I'll have to give that a rewatch.
You should.
It's been
And then find this and read it.
I've got the first Quick Stops issue. I just thought I may as well pick it up, but I haven't gotten around to checking it out. What's going on? I interviewed a blunt man when I did my convention video recently. There was a blunt man there. I was interviewing someone, and I saw blunt man out of the corner of my eye, just thinking I've got to find that person later. So I literally went and hunted him down afterwards so I could interview him. But it was awesome. that girl that was dressed as Hawk Girl was fantastic looking.
Oh, Hawk's from yeah.
And that person's probably like pumped after the announcements too, because that was done before the announcements of Hawk Girl. So
that Hawk, that's a Hawks from My Hero Academia.
Oh,
cosplay.
Okay. I looked at it and I instantly thought Hawk Girl. Darn.
Yes, we need more Rosario Dawson. We're about to get some. I'm so pumped for Ahsoka.
Yep.
I'm so pumped. All right. We are going to Travis.
Talked a little bit about Beast Wars earlier. I'm an avid collector of Beast Wars. Been picking up the Kingdom of Cybertron figures. This is a character, Black Arachnia, which Predacon case, but she later, like in the show, she turns into a Maximal. And then it goes back and forth because she was a Maximal, but then got changed into a Predacon by Tarantulas. And then she was part of that team and then came back over to the Maximals thanks to Silverbolt, one of my favorite characters. A character I do not have a figure of, but I do plan on getting one. I do have a Dinobot up there. Another one of my favorite characters. This is another one, Cheetor.
Yeah.
This one is exclusive, like the Netflix edition, sent to me by Cryo Prime, one of my buddies. But the masterpiece of my Transformers collection would have to be this Megatron, and this is the Megatron I grew up with. So this is my Megatron. This was sent to me by Bullseye Bob. You guys know Everything Comics, Everything Comics, and that Bullseye Bob that I used to co-host with. Bob or Bueller. So this is my Megatron right here.
It's cool.
Very cool.
Wait, is that an older one? Do you keep all your stuff boxed, all your Transformer stuff?
Some of it, yeah, because like I do have, like I have 3 Cheetors, different Cheetors. Some of them they're older, and then I have like some of them are up there. Can't really see them, but they're it's up there. My Rat Trap, my Cheetor and stuff, older editions.
Yeah.
And then I have 2 Rat Traps, 3 Cheetors, Dinobot, Megatron, a Black Arachnia. I like my Rat Traps. 1 Rat Trap and 1 Cheetor is unboxed, but the other ones aren't. And this one I kept in the box, and that I don't know if I'll ever unbox it.
I think Transformers are best kept in the box because if anyone saw my video that I released last night, I took a Transformer out of the box and I couldn't freaking transform it. It was too hard.
Yeah, they are hard.
That was a great video.
At least I just want someone to agree.
There's something
with me
about
that they're
growing
not
up,
easy.
you lose your ability.
Yeah, but it was just the instructions.
That what happens when you get older. No longer.
I think these are designed like I don't think that they're from the 90s line. I think they're based off of them. Like the figures are like the molds are based off them. There's redone and resold in the same kind of box and that. So it just reminds me of the character I could not get because if you could see, they're older looking blocky kind of characters. Like I have the Cheetor there, I have the Rat Trap there. I don't have the Optimus Primal, but I have everything else on this box and stuff. But Transformers, even now, back then they were super expensive. But what was cool with them is some of them came with VHS tapes in them. I'm not sure if they did where you guys are. And in Canada, they were not called Beast Wars. They were as figures. They're sold in stores as Beast Wars, but on the TV show in Canada here, even though it was developed in Canada, they called it Beasties.
Beasties?
So, Beasties.
That's funny. Those ones up on your wall, though, the ones that we couldn't see, are they the old OG ones?
Yeah, they're just like the old it's like the Megatron up there too.
Yeah. Yeah, you're the only person I've known that's like just hardcore Beast Wars guy. Actually, my brother, I did a room tour of my brother's toy room, which looks like a toy shop, but he's got the entire original set of the original Beast Wars stuff still sealed. Crazy.
It's very good. And I was kind of upset. Like, I was upset that this guy didn't show up in Rise of the Beast. Like, they're not in it. But the movie did well, I hear. So, and it was Transformers. They're definitely going to go forward with this. So we're definitely going to see more, hopefully more Beast Wars in future installments.
So who do you think would win, your Megatron or my Grimlock?
Oh, my Megatron.
Well, hopefully we'll see. Hopefully, we'll
I
see.
do have a little Grimlock here too, so
Yeah, see, Simon, if you pay $1,500, you can buy a Grimlock that transforms itself.
I saw that
Yep.
last night, and the Optimus as well. I saw them both because I saw them. I was like, yeah, see, that's how all Transformers should be. They should just transform themselves.
Yeah. All it takes is money.
Yeah, that Optimus Prime is sick too. It can do push-ups and stuff like that. Pretty sick. All right, we're up to the last round. Nick, are we going out with a bang?
We are, and I still see the guy in the chat, and I'm glad he's around because it's got to be with this guy. If you guys don't know or don't follow Pocan Joe, he does comic book reviews on his channel, Pocan Joe Comic Review. But he also has something called Evil Lair Projects and Builds. So if somebody gives him a comic book, most of the time related project to do, and he'll knock it out in a month. He's given Remy Q a Trident and a Night Thrasher skateboard. He's given out glow-in-the-dark Green Lantern rings, just a whole bunch of tons of stuff. What he did
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for my Star Staff.
Well, Joe will get it done. Joe will get it done. He surprised me, and this community always does. But like I said, everybody who knows me, I made the mistake of telling that I'm missing part of my finger. But Joe took it to a whole nother level 1 month when he decided to make me a bionic man. And if I can just attach it here, show you guys what I want to show you. He made me a prosthetic finger.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I'm going to use it. You see if it could curl. I mean, it's been savaged by the Texas heat, but it'll, with this bracelet here, it'll and kind of claw and kind of grab things like this. I don't use it as much because honestly, I'm scared of breaking it. But he did this, and he gave me a few attachments to come along with it. Like I said before, we're all collectors, and he gave me this awesome case too. We got to do unboxings. So he gave me the knife attachment.
Let's go.
It is sharp as sharp. And I don't really use it because I'm scared. If I lost my finger once, if given an implement like this again, I'd probably cut and kill myself again. And I guess he asked around, and an overwhelming response must have been laser finger. So he gave me a laser finger attachment also.
Very cool.
I think the other one that was bandied about was a vibrating finger, and I'll let you guys imagination run wild as to why. But he gave me also a whole bunch of stuff to fix it with, and just one of those awesome things that you don't expect coming into this YouTube community. Just something I could never fully thank him for. So thank you, Joe. Awesome. I know I don't use it enough, but that's because I'm scared of breaking it to bits, but it's never far, my friends, never far. So thank you, Joe.
Don't worry, Joe. He uses the vibrator one quite a bit.
Oh, dear. Very good. All right. David, what's your final thing, mate?
All right. So I am a big Batman fan. Batman's been my guy for a long time now.
I couldn't tell. I hadn't noticed.
I don't even know what this thing is. I wear it because it looks cool. Now, my first introduction to Batman was the 66 series with Adam West, and just loved it. You know, me and my sister watched it, and that was even before the Michael Keaton movie came out. But I was devastated when Adam West passed away. Like, I still remember where I was when I heard the news. And shortly after that, my brother-in-law went to Phoenix Comic-Con, and came home with this. It is the 66 Batmobile signed by Adam West.
Wow.
Oh,
So this is the most prized possession that I have in my collection. Yeah. So it's fantastic. I love it.
Wait, did you get him to sign it at a convention or something? Or?
No, he bought it. Apparently, he had been to a convention, or the people that sold it.
Yeah.
You know, he signed for them, and brought it home. Like, here you go.
Adam West. That's definitely a signature and a half.
Yep.
I'd get that encased.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
As you.
I want to. Yeah, I still need to.
It's pretty crazy. Like I've been to some toy fairs recently where there's some stores they just sell the casings for different toys. So it's funny because they have them on the table with the toy in there, so you think that they're selling the toy at the price of just the actual holder. So I was like, oh, can I get that? They're like, it's just for the holder. I was like, oh, never mind. Very cool. All right, we're getting close to the hour, so I think we did good for time today. Travis?
Last thing I gotta get these. I gotta figure out the sizes and that, and finally get these into a frame. But these pieces, I kind of won, and I won them from Gnawman the Drawman, who introduced me to an artist that's actually worked for Marvel, worked for DC, and indie comics and that. And he sells some of his art online. And I got this piece from him. It's signed by him as well.
Wow.
He was a past guest of ours on Between the Lines as well, Ryan Adagawa. So he drew this. And the cool thing is, too, the piece that he drew on Between the Lines, he's donating that to Comics Curing Cancer this year. So you guys can get a good piece from Ryan Adagawa, what he drew on Between the Lines. This is a piece by him. Of course, it's double signed. There's a signature right there, and then there's a signature there. So 2 years. But this one is good. I love The Mandalorian. Not a solid season 3, and I don't know if the future episodes are going to be as good. But this piece, I absolutely love. It's double signed as well.
Ooh.
Wow. Very cool. Nice.
So, double signed on the bottom as well. 2022 and 2023. So, wasn't the one I wanted, but I can't complain. I can't complain how well this is. Just look at that ankle.
It's raunchy.
But definitely need to get these framed and that. Just really cool. I love these art, and it means even more that I actually know the artist and have talked to the artist for a little while. What's up, CJ? And how nice of a guy he actually is. And before we had him on the show and stuff, I knew he was like a good artist and that. I just didn't know he actually worked on major comics like in the past years and stuff. So after I did a little bit of research on him before we had him on the show, but yeah, I absolutely love these. And I think that I'm gonna end up down a rabbit hole trying to get all these like art prints from these artists and stuff. I'll be the next Beckerman, I think. So
Yep, we all want to eventually, one day when we've got enough money, we'll all be like art channels and not comic channels. We'll move on to the next. See, MadSpidey, he's gone backwards. All right. Very cool. We hit the hour on the dot. And I know you guys have other streams to be on, but we will wrap it up by you guys letting us know what you got going on your channel. We'll start with you, Travis, since you're already there.
Yeah, I'm already here. Talked about it quite a bit tonight. Between the Lines, every Monday, it rotates between mine and Rosko's channel. This week, it's Dave Brown. He's actually fantastic artist as well. He's worked on some comic books, mostly Kickstarters, but he'll be over on my channel. And the theme this week is birthday party. So he got what we do is we get the guests to choose what they want the theme to be, and he chose that. I will be dropping my Secret Invasion episode 5 spoiler review. Should have been up Thursday, but I had some stuff come up and I had to deal with some stuff, and of course it's getting pushed later anyway. Nobody really watches it anyway, but I want to finish it, so I'm going to finish it and do it. I did get a package in from my LCS, my not so LCS, I should say, from Retro Rocket Comics. So I'll be recording a video of what I got from them, doing a little bit of an unboxing. Then tonight I'll be over on Biggie Shack's channel at 9 p.m. Eastern for the Comic Collectors Club. I'll be going up against somebody doing a cover challenge. And yeah, I'm usually everywhere on YouTube, but I think I need to slow down a little bit because I'm kind of wearing myself out.
Not the worst idea. Yeah, I've definitely slowed down a little bit on I was trying to take some time to do other things that I like besides not just comic books. So all right.
Sorry.
Yep.
Got one more thing. I'll be over on Mark's channel, Legion of Comics, for At Week's End at 8:30 p.m. Eastern this Sunday.
Very good. All right, we're going to go backwards. So we'll go to David. What you got, mate? What matchups are coming up in the DCW?
Oh, I'm not quite sure yet. I haven't the matches yet. That's going to come soon. But tomorrow morning, I do have my little Saturday morning live stream that I've been doing for probably a little over a month now. It's called Saturday Morning's Lame Event, which kind of knock Saturday night's main event. I just talk a little bit of comics. It's at 4:15 a.m. Pacific time. Talk a little bit of comics, and then tomorrow we're going to be doing a watch along if you have the Peacock gimmick of the Undertaker Jake the Snake Roberts match from WrestleMania 8. We're just going to watch it. We're just going to discuss it a little bit, and just have a little bit of fun for a few minutes before I have to clock in for work.
Oh, you do that before work? That's
yep.
I couldn't imagine doing a stream. I'd be too stressed.
Well, I have to get an hour before shift starts, so I don't fall asleep again. I just keep myself awake because I don't want myself to sleep past the alarm. So it's just been fun doing these little live streams, and so keeps me awake for that hour.
Cool. Very good. What we got, Nick? What have you got coming up? You're doing something later tonight?
Yeah, a little something out on DJ Lynx's channel every Friday. Me and the other Illuminati discuss what's been going on the week, pop culture wise, comic books, music, in the news. We do so pretty irreverently sometimes. Kind of gets us in trouble, but tonight's our first show back after a few weeks. As far as my channel goes, I've been kind of bit by the life bug also, and have not wanted to make too much content. But Ignacio and I will return soon with a few two nerd dads on Mondays and Thursdays. It's just, I don't know, YouTube seems like a lot of a grind right now. So hopefully we'll get that back up and running soon.
I think it's the summer. I think everybody's just like, yeah, it's hot, it's draining, it's. I think everybody's like, you know what? Let's take a step back.
Yeah. And in Texas, it's like 110 degrees every day, and it's just kind of.
Yeah.
So.
Is that hot?
Yep.
Let's see if I can do the calculations for Celsius.
110 sounds hot.
Yeah.
About 43 degrees Celsius every day.
Oh.
Jesus. That's hardcore.
Yep. I know.
Well, it's pretty bad.
Wow. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming on. I'm glad I did another one just because I really want to do these more regularly. It's like I said, I get anxiety having to organize these things because it's not as easy as it sounds. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Again, if you guys aren't following these gentlemen, make sure you are. All their YouTube links and Instagram links are in the description below. And that's it. Thank you. Until next time, I'm Simple Simon. Keep it simple. What are you doing, Nick?